I hate Meghan with every fiber of my being, not only because she and Harry betrayed and defamed the royal family. I hate her because she treated the father who gave birth and raised her badly. For that alone, she is not equal to a beast, not a human. Thomas Markle celebrated his 80th birthday, without any expected contact from his daughter, Meghan Markle, amidst a long-standing feud that began around her 2018 wedding to Prince Harry. Their estrangement was sparked by a scandal involving Thomas staging paparazzi photos to improve his image, which backfired and caused embarrassment to Kensington Palace. This incident occurred alongside health issues, as Thomas suffered 2 heart attacks shortly before the wedding, preventing him from traveling to the UK to walk Meghan down the aisle. Consequently, Meghan was partly escorted by her father-in-law, King Charles. The relationship further deteriorated, leading to a complete cessation of communication between Meghan and her father, with Thomas not having met his grandchildren, Archie and Lilibet. Despite this, Thomas reflects on his life achievements but acknowledges the overshadowing impact of his estrangement from Meghan, expressing sadness over her absence from his life. Meghan's past writings reveal a once cherished relationship with her father, highlighting special memories and thoughtful gestures that underscored their bond. Let's face it, he's served his purpose, so she has moved on from him, just like her previous husbands. Also, her dad knows where all the skeletons and lies are hidden, so he's doing well to keep quiet if you ask me, especially with the way she's treated him. If Harry had a fully functioning nearby, he'd have gone to meet Thomas Markle before the wedding, and before introducing her to any of his family. The security services know all about Markle and those reports should be leaked, bit by bit. Her history is the only interesting thing about her, because she has no future in Hollywood or anywhere else, allegedly. Who would risk their reputation by associating with her? Poor Thomas, having a kid like Meghan turn out like this after all he did and sacrificed for her, so he can be lied about and ignored, cut off and discarded. Wow, Meghan, and you wonder why the world doesn't like you. Most have family, most have arguments and fallouts, but they do not do what Meghan did to her family, Harry's family, Diana's family, and the Ragland family. Meghan is a lone wolf, a devouring one. Our late queen knew exactly what Meghan was and lived to the bone. And now the world has seen that. She is no loss to anyone. She's obviously afraid of her father revealing stuff she's managed so far to keep hidden. But the clock is ticking and she knows it. If I was Thomas Markle, and 80 years old, I'd be working diligently on my memoirs if he isn't already. He's the one who really knows about Meghan's younger life decades ago. I wish someone else would please write a book. Jessica Mulroney, Trevor, a yacht girl, Nia 210 co-stars, one of Harry's pals, someone. It seems no journalist is investigating the missing children. Why not? The Duke and Duchess of Deceit seem to be getting away with whatever they like. And other than falling ratings and increasing unpopularity, they are getting off scot-free. Meg's never even got reprimanded for committing perjury. The trouble is, Lady C says she accused him of awful things that a father should never do, if you get my drift, and that's how she kept him from Harry. She could write a book vilifying him after he's gone to make herself his victim and try to gain sympathy. After all, her popularity is now zilch. Yeah, but it's not true. That's the level of untruth and is the most wicked of all wickedness to allege. Lady C knows Thomas. He was going to stay with her for a bit. If Meghan comes out with that when he passes, then she had better have evidence, because his children and family will come out swinging for her with every piece of reality she didn't want to be known. T0 The world, both the royal family and Markles know exactly what and who she is. She will never win. Actual victims of that kind of abuse suffer because of false allegations, should be jailed for it if she does. Besides, many people were thinking, good for you, Thomas. Get some money in your pocket to get clothes and stuff for going to England. It was not worth falling out over. I hope that he realizes his life is far simpler without an ungrateful offspring. She cozies up to a mother who couldn't raise her because of going to jail on drug charges, and yet turns her back on the person who raised her. She has no sense of loyalty to anyone, and when she has finished pushing Harry to accept awards, he'll find out how much loyalty she has. It's true that giving birth to Meghan was his biggest mistake. Alleged fraud charges and tax evasion. Her travel agency tried to blame Thomas, who bought it for her with his winnings. She went down. He had nothing to do with the business. Remember Meghan saying mom took her to exotic places? Travel agency mom got gifted by Thomas. All alleged but written in Bauer and Lacey's books, and she didn't sue. I can't understand. Why didn't she accept assistance from her mother, but refused it for her father? It's even been suggested one of her friends, a photographer, set her father up, which provided her with the excuse to ditch him. He knows a lot about her past. Then the letter she wrote to Daddy, which her friends, after her father didn't publish it, leaked to a magazine paper. Then he allowed it to be published. For his attempt to protect himself, he was vilified. But we have progressed a few years and seen the hackle behavior. Not pretty at all. I still say Meghan is all about money and status. Her father, who looked after her, gave his everything to her, but lived in a caravan. Isn't it strange Harry never got to meet her father? How rude. The photo shoot was an excuse for Meghan to cut him off, so Harry and the royal family would never have to meet him or her family. I think she had spun so many stories about her upbringing that she knew her family would tell a different story, and it was her dad who paid for private education at a girls' Catholic school, and further education, which has been proven. Anyway, Meghan has no heart, and doesn't forgive or forget the mistakes her father made, but she expects the royal family to just forgive and forget all that she and Henry caused, and also wants an apology for whatever. The royal family owes them nothing. Happy birthday, Mr. Markle. You're better off without that kind of daughter. Can say that is not good behavior from Meghan. After all her father did for her, total lack of respect. The palace wasn't embarrassed by Thomas's behavior. Meghan just used it as an excuse to cut ties. The palace wanted him at the wedding. Meghan organizes pap walks all the time to improve her image. So Meghan's behavior is as hypocritical as you can get. If Harry is that lonely over there, what better than an occasional drink with her dad? When her father passes in the next handful of years, if not animals, she will be very sorry for her actions. She should not be allowed to ever visit his grave. And, if she ever says, "I lost my father," the question should be asked on the spot. Meghan, how were his last years and last moments like? Was he happy? What was his last words to you? If you were not there for his last words, why? Why did you not visit your father in his last hours of life? Meghan needs to be held responsible for her cold actions to an elderly man. People make mistakes in life, bad mistakes, and oftentimes they are one-off mistakes. Her father made a one-off mistake. Both Harry and Meghan do not have good hearts inside them. Clearly, the talk about family is everything, and talk about forgiveness lectures us on this. But look at them, look at their own actions. I see no forgiveness, and I don't see them getting on with family either. Well, that's all for today's video. Thank you very much for watching our video, and I want to know what you think about these issues. Please express your opinion in the comments below. Hope you will always be cheerful and happy. Don't forget to support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Goodbye, and see you again in the next videos.